Dear students, this is Max teacher, 12th standard mathematics. So today we will start with a small quote. Learning is not the product of teaching, right? Learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of the activity of learners, right? So you can understand the quote. Learning is not the product of teaching. Learning is the product of activity of learners. Learners is nothing but you, right? So today our concept is the tangent function and the inverse tangent function, right? Exercise 4.3. And you know the tangent values from minus pi by 3, minus pi by 4, minus pi by 6 to plus pi by 3. So here you have plus pi by 2 and here you have minus pi by 2. So the values are lies between these two places, right? Only the curve represents, that is lies between these two lines. And it will never meet the dotted line, okay? And the lines are called asymptotes. The lines are called asymptotes, okay? And now the properties of tangent functions. So the graph is not continuous and has discontinuity points at x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So the graph is not continuous function. And it has infinitely many vertical asymptotes. What is this called? Asymptotes. X equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 comma n belongs to z. And the tangent function has neither maximum nor minimum, right? And the amplitude for the tan x cannot be defined. So you know the amplitude of trigonometric functions. Tangent function is a period of pi by modulus of b. So you should know where you have modulus of b, that is a into tan bx. And the asymptotes are the lines x is equal to pi by 2 modulus of b plus pi by modulus of b, where k into k, where k belongs to z. That is called your asymptotes line. And what is our inverse tangent function and its properties? How to define inverse tangent function? For any real number x, define tan inverse x as the unit number y in minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, such that your tan y equal to x, or your tan inverse from minus infinity comma infinity tends to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 is defined by tan inverse x equal to y. That implies your tan y equal to x. Your y should be in this interval. It cannot be other than number. The properties of tan inverse x is tan inverse of tan x is equal to x. Only this number. If it is like tan inverse of tan pi, the answer is 0 and not pi. And at the same time, tan inverse of tan x equal to x for any real number x, and y equal to tan inverse x is odd function. Then how it will be your inverse tangent function graph? So your x values are minus 1, 0, 1 pi root 3, 1, and your y you will get minus pi by 2 and plus pi by 2. So it will come the opposite of your tan x function, okay? So the exercise 4.3, the first one, find the domain of the following functions. Tan inverse of root of 9 minus x square. Our domain of tan inverse x is real number or minus infinity comma infinity. So the inside value is always would be real. So it is 9 minus x square is greater than or equal to 0. So factorization, you will get x equal to minus 3 and plus 3. So minus 3 to plus 3, you will get the inequality as less than or equal to 0. So here it is 3 minus x, here I have written x minus 3. So your domain is minus 3 to plus 3. Only this part your function is defined. Like that, domain of 1 by 2 of tan inverse 1 minus x square minus pi by 4. That is domain of tan inverse x is minus infinity comma infinity. So 1 minus x square is belongs to minus infinity comma infinity, means your x belongs to r. That's it. So that is your domain of the question. And find the value of tan inverse of tan pi by 4. So you know the range of tan function, it is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, but the number is not in the interval. So I have to write in terms of interval. So phi pi by 4 is written as pi plus pi by 4, that is tan pi by 4. So the answer will be tan inverse tan cancel, your answer is pi by 4. Like that, your second one, tan inverse of tan minus pi by 6. Minus pi by 6 is lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, so we can cancel tan inverse and tan. Like that, your third one, find the value of tan inverse of 7 pi by 4. Here you have the difference. It is tan of tan inverse, here it is tan inverse of tan. So tan inverse domain is R, so whatever the number we can cancel tan inverse and tan. So answer is 7 pi by 4. Here it is 1947 and here it is a minus 0.021. And find the value of tan of cos inverse of 1 by 2 minus sin inverse of minus 1 by 2. So we have to convert this number in terms of tan. So cos inverse of 1 by 2 equal to pi by 3, we know. Like that, tan inverse of minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. So the answer is pi by 2. The final answer will be tan inverse of pi by 2 equal to infinity. Now you have some different questions. Sin of tan inverse 1 by 2 minus cos inverse of 4 by 5. So these values we are not having in the table. So we have to convert this into in terms of sin. So it is tan inverse of 1 by 2 is considered as theta. So you know tan theta formula is opposite by adjacent. With the using of this we are finding hypotenuse. So it becomes your sin theta is 1 by root 5. So your tan inverse of 1 by 2 is nothing but indirectly sin inverse of 1 by root 5. Like that, I am finding cos inverse of 4 by 5 as theta 1 and finding sin theta 1 as 3 by 5, right? So whether it is 4 and 5 means the other one value will be 3 by 5. So your sin cos inverse of 4 by 5 can be written as sin inverse of 3 by 5. And we have one more formula, is sin inverse of x minus sin inverse of y is nothing but sin inverse of x into root of 1 minus y square minus y into root of 1 minus x square. So it is your x and y values I replaced. Your final answer will be sin inverse of 4 by root 5 minus 6 by 5 root 5. So the answer is minus 2 by 5 root 5. Therefore sin of the function is sin inverse of minus 2 by 5 root 5, that is equal to minus 2 by 5 root 5. And this is our final answer. Like that, we have one cos question. So sin inverse of 4 by 5 and tan inverse of 3 by 4 is converted into cos inverse of 3 by 5 and cos inverse of 4 by 5. Your formula for cos inverse x minus cos inverse y is nothing but cos inverse of xy plus root of 1 minus x square into root of 1 minus y square. So the answer is, therefore your cos inverse of 3 by 5 minus cos inverse of 4 by 5, it is replaced in the formula. Your answer will be cos inverse of 24 by 25. Therefore cos inverse of 3 by 5 minus cos inverse of 4 by 5 is indirectly cos inverse of 24 by 25. That is, your answer is 24 by 25. So thank you students. So for continuation, you follow the channel. Thank you.